Good morning student and welcome to social science class. Today in social science class I Kishore Singh Chauhan going to teach you the very first chapter of geography, and the title of this chapter is India, Size and Location. In this chapter we will discuss 5 subtopics. This chapter starts with the introduction. Here you can see that in introduction it is given that India, we know also very well that India, which is one of the very oldest civilization in the world. But if we look India's progress in last 5 to 6 decades, means from 1947, we will find that India not only progressed in industries but also progressed in all the field like agriculture, technology, space, and if we look overall development in this regard of economic, okay, so India also proved a marvelous development in the field of economic also. And the important thing is, if we talk about world history, so it is very clear that India has also contributed significantly. In nutshell, we can say, if we talk about world history, then world history is completely, you can say, incomplete without India and India contribution. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the second, that is location. Okay. Here you have figure 1.1. In this figure you can see it's a globe. In this globe, this dotted line, which is known as 0 degree equator, this line you have already read in previous class, divide the complete world into 2 parts. This upper part, northern hemisphere, and this southern part is known as southern hemisphere. Now if we talk about the location of India, so we will find that India is completely situated in northern hemisphere. You can see very clearly India is situated in northern hemisphere. Generally, students learn that India is situated in northern hemisphere, but exam point of view, it is very important for a student to learn the land extent of India between latitude and longitude. So here you need to focus that what is the latitude and longitude extent of India. I think that latitude and longitude, both the terms are clear. They are the imaginary line from north to south and from east to west. Now talk about latitude and longitude extent of India. So here you will find that India extend, if you talk about latitude, so it is 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north. Then longitude 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 east. Okay, this I will explain you with the map of India. Okay, so here it is on your screen. Okay, so look, this is which we have discussed. Okay, so if we look the south, okay, so it start longitude 8 degree 4 minute and in north it is up to 37 degree 6 minute. Okay, similarly if we talk about latitude, so from Gujarat 68 degree 7 minute and to Arunachal Pradesh it is 97 degree 25 minutes. So whenever you discuss or learn the latitude and longitude extent of India, you take help of map and learn the same thing. Okay, now let's continue the same thing. Okay, we were discussing about the location. So we discussed the latitude and longitude extent and hemisphere. Okay, now if we look again India map, we will find that one more imaginary line which is 23 degree and north, which is called Tropic of Cancer. This Tropic of Cancer divides our nation India into almost 2 equal halves. So here the map again for you. This dotted line, okay, you can see this is 23.5 degree. Okay, so this 23.5 degree, which is called Tropic of Cancer, divide India into 2 equal parts. Okay, tropical and subtropical. And for exam point of view again, here you need to focus that which are the states through which this Tropic of Cancer passes. Okay. Here I will tell you this Tropic of Cancer passes through 8 states. Okay. Now you need to learn which are the other states. So continue with the topic location. So if we look again India, if we talk about India, east direction and west direction, so we will find here in east in Bay of Bengal. Here we have one group of island which is known as Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, and if we talk about west direction in Arabian Sea, so here we have another group of island, that is Lakshadweep. Okay, so in east we have Andaman and Nicobar, and in west we have Lakshadweep. Okay, this is something important, or you can say GK point of view information for you. You need to learn the southernmost point, okay, which is situated in Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay, for that again I will show you the map of India. Okay, so here, okay, this is Andaman and Nicobar and this is Lakshadweep. So the southernmost point of India, which is situated in Andaman and Nicobar, in 2004 tsunami, it is completely submerged. So this is something you need to know. So I think the latitude longitude extent is clear, as well as location of both group of island is also clear. Now we are moving to the next subtopic, that is India size. Okay, so here we are going to discuss area wise what is the size of India. Again you look, there is a globe. If we look India's size, so it is very clear that India is sharing 3.28 million square kilometer area wise. And if we talk about total geographical area of world, so out of total geographical area of world, India share only 2.4% of geographical area. So area wise 3.2 million square kilometer, and total geographical area only 2.4%. Now if we look this bar chart, okay, so on the basis of this bar chart you can see and find very easily that area wise India is having 7th position, Russia first, Canada second, USA third, China 4th, Brazil 5th, Australia 6th, and India on number 7th position. So area wise India is having 7th position. Okay, so these are the something, okay, you need to learn for exam point of view, for 1 mark question, and to make your answer more interesting. So let's continue the same topic, India size. Okay, now again from figure 1.2, so that figure I already shared with you, again I am going to, okay. So if we look this figure, okay, the total land boundary of India from north to south, east to west, so the total land boundary is 15,700 kilometers. How much? 15,700 kilometers. And when we talk about this coastal line or coastal area, which start from Gujarat to West Bengal, in this coastal area we have 9 states, and the total length of this coastal area is 7,516.6 kilometer, including the coastal line boundary of Andaman and Lakshadweep, Andaman Nicobar and Lakshadweep. So this is the size we are talking in the regard of land as well as in the regard of coastal line. Now India, you know very well, and you have already learnt in previous class, that India is bounded by Young-fold mountain, which is known as Himalaya, in northwest, north and northeast direction. If we talk about again in the south part of India, so we will find that India, because of its peninsula shape, okay, India is dividing sea into two seas. Which two seas? One which is Arabian Sea on the west part, okay, and second sea which is on the east side, that is known as Bay of Bengal. Now if we look the map of India, then we will find it is very clear that comparatively, okay, look, From north to south, the total length is 3214 km, and from east to west, it is 2933 km. So comparatively, from north to south, it is longer, and from west to east, it is smaller. Okay, so this is something you need to learn for exam point of view again. Now we are talking about this one more imaginary line that you can see in this figure. Okay, this dotted line. This is 82°30' east. Okay, and it passes. You can see this is imaginary line, and this passes from the center of India, and this imaginary line is known as standard meridian. Now, what is standard meridian? Okay, and what is the need? Look, if we talk about the time lag, okay, we know that there is a time lag of 2 hours from Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat. So, because of this 2-hour time lag, there is confusion, okay, in time. So to remove this confusion and to have one common time for whole nation, we have this imaginary line which I showed you, okay, dotted line, that is known as standard meridian, and this standard meridian passes through Mirzapur, which is situated in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so this is information about standard meridian, and you need to learn. Okay, now here we are given questions. So these are the important questions. Try to find out the answer. Okay, if you face any problem, we will discuss in the class. Now we are going to discuss the next topic, that is India and the world. Okay, now again we discussed that India, okay, as a landmass, it is having central location. Means what is the meaning of central location? If we look that India is almost situated in the center of Asia. How? Just look the map once again. Okay, here it is. Okay, so in this map it is very clear that India, which is situated in Asia continent, almost in the center, from east direction and from west direction. So because of this situation, okay, we say that India is completely having a central location. Okay, now if we talk about the trans-Indian ocean routes, so we will find that this trans-ocean Indian routes connect India very well with European nation, here again with European nation, okay, with Africa continent in west direction, and in east direction all the East Asiatic nation. So this is also something important which make India a strategic and important nation in Asia continent. Now you know that India, because of shape, okay, because of shape, India is peninsula nation, and because of this Deccan Peninsula location, okay, and because of this Deccan Peninsula, we say that India is having very good and strategic position. How? Look, we have already discussed that India is having the total length of coastal line is 7,516.6 km. So if we look Indian Ocean and here the position of this coastal line, so it is very clear that India is the only nation who is having a long coastal line in Indian Ocean. Okay, so because of this, okay, India is having very important and strategic position, and because of this long coastal line and position, the naming of this ocean after the name of India is completely justified. Okay, so this is India and the world. Now we will continue. Okay, so we will continue with the same topic, India's relation with the rest of the nation in the world. Okay, we also know very well that India believes in good relationship with its neighboring. Sorry, so cut. So now we will continue with the same topic, India and world. Okay, so in map we have already seen that India, which is having very strategic and important location in Asia, okay, it is having very good sea route connection not only with East Asiatic country but also in west with European nation and African nation. Now, if we talk about history, so we find that India is having very good relation in the sense of commerce and other thing. So this relation is not a new type of relation. India is having relation with rest of the world, nation in the world from very ancient time, and this relation developed through with the land route. Okay. Now, if we talk about what are the benefits India get and what are the benefits world get from India, that you know that India when come in contact with world other nation during ancient period, so there was sharing of information, knowledge, culture. Okay, so if we look that we find that the ideas of Upanishad, okay, Ramayana, okay, the story of Panchatantra, which is very famous in the students, okay, that Indian numeral decimal system, okay, so these things reach to the different nation in the world and they benefited. Similarly, we also benefited, okay, we also influenced by the Greek culture, okay, architectural style, which you can find in different historical monument present in India. So these are the things that India got from different nation of the world, and India also contributed in the making of world in history. Okay, so these all the things we discussed. Now we are going to discuss the last subtopic of this chapter, and that is India's neighbor. We know that India, okay, always believe in a good and peaceful relation with neighboring nation, okay, and India in real doing this, okay. If you look the map once again, okay, so it will be very clear that India, which is surrounded by number of neighboring countries, okay, let's discuss from this direction. Here in north, okay, we have Afghanistan, Pakistan as neighboring nation. In north, we have China, Nepal, Bangladesh and Myanmar, which is, we will continue with this topic, India's and world. Okay, so if we look the context of our nation with rest of the nation in the world, then we will find that these contexts are not new type, means these relationships are not new type. These relationships we are having from the ages means from the very ancient time. Okay, and in this relationship, to maintain this relationship, to develop this relationship, okay, our physical feature also play very important role, especially the passes which are situated in mountain, situated in north direction. Okay, so because of this relationship with the nation in the world, India also benefited, and India also contributed significantly in the world history. How? Just look, okay, when this relationship developed, okay, so world benefited with the ideas of Upanishad, Ramayana, okay, and moral story Panchatantra, which is very popular among the children and students. World also benefited with the Indian numerical system, decimal system. Okay. Similarly, most of the merchants, okay, they came to India especially for spices, muslin and other types of important things which were only available, or you can say which was provided by India only. And this is also important fact that India is the nation who introduced, okay, spices especially in European nation. Okay, so India is also famous. Okay, and these are the contribution. There are much more contribution which India made. On the same side, India is also benefited. Okay, when this relationship was developed, there was exchange of information, knowledge, okay, culture, tradition. So India is also benefited in several ways. Okay, if we look the Greek sculpture, architectural styles which are present in the different historical monuments present in our nation. Okay, so similarly we can say that India is having very good relationship with almost all the nations in the world present in Europe, Africa, okay, present in East Asiatic side. Okay, now the last subtopic that we are going to discuss, that India's neighbor. Okay, before that I will show you the map. Okay, by looking this map it is very clear that India is having very, you can say, good neighbors. Okay, India always believe in good relationship, peaceful relationship with all the neighbors, and India obviously maintaining, okay, all these. Okay, now look the India's neighboring nation. In north we have Afghanistan, Pakistan. Okay, here we have China, Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar, which is earlier known as Burma. Okay, if you talk about the nation which are situated in south, in Indian Ocean. Okay, so here we have one very important neighboring nation, that is Sri Lanka. Okay, and another important nation is Maldives. Okay, Maldives, which is situated at the south of Lakshadweep. Sri Lanka, okay, which is also one of the important neighboring nation, okay, is connected with India with Park Strait. Okay, so these things, and these are the important neighboring nation of India. Okay, here in the map you can see this dotted line showing international boundary of India, and this dotted are showing state boundary. So in geography, I suggest whenever you go through the lesson, okay, go through the lesson with the help of math. So it will help you to learn all the things in a very easy way. So this is all about this chapter. Okay, we have completed. Now if you have any query, you can ask. Okay, so thank you for today.